on Bluetooth mode.
Wait, wrong channel. Okay, that's better. Well, today I am talking about Bluetooth speakers. Sorry, this one's a little dirty. Yes, I take this to the pool and, used to use it in the shower. It's pretty neat speaker. This is actually not the first variation of the speaker. This is the UE Megaboom 3. I originally started out with the UE Megaboom first generation, which they then rebranded to UE Megaboom LE, the LE standing for limited edition. And, well, she's seen some better days. Yeah, about this. Hang on, I got more. Yeah, this is this is her skin. And you can see that I kind of broke it as I was taking it apart. I've had this thing for years, like probably almost a decade, I would say. I think I got this in maybe 2016. Let me get the rest of its guts over here. This is kind of taking up the whole shot. Let's see if I can put a decoration back here. Yeah, sure, why not? And this is part of the bottom piece. It's a little side panel, speaker driver. This little dude right here, this is the reason why this looks like this. So today I wanted to go to the pool. I wanted to, listen to some music at the pool. And I just wanted to take one of my speakers with me. This is my go-to, or was my go-to. Even though this one is older than this one that I have right here, I am willing to bet my entire life that this one sounds better than this one. Newer isn't always better. I don't know how to describe it, but like this one just doesn't have as much bass. The mids are really not like robust as this one. I'm not really an audio person, so I wouldn't know how to describe audio. Point being, I think this one sounds better than this one. I pulled this out. I was surprised the battery still worked. Oh, speaking of, yeah, I pulled the battery out too. I wanted to take this one with me to the pool because, this one sounds better. And I decided, let me give it a test run before I take it. And I just decided to crank it. As soon as it got to like the bass drop of the song that I was playing, the friggin' speaker died. Now this has multiple speakers. There's another one in here. There's another low filter right there. We got a low filter there. Just this specific one decided to stop working right when the song hit the bass part. It's a shame. The fact that it lasted me this long is amazing, but you know what? I am so friggin' stubborn, as you couldn't tell by me ripping this thing apart. I found a tutorial video on YouTube on how to take it apart. I thought, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna replace the speaker driver. Little did I realize that I was going to cause some irreversible damage to it. As you can see right there, I already ripped the mesh. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, that's kind of irreversible. I've already broken off little bits and pieces, like little clips, just like little plastic pieces I find lying around. Can't believe I got myself into this. It is kind of interesting how it works. It's almost like a PCI card style. This is obviously not a PCI slot. I would say this one probably looks more like a PCI slot, but yeah, that's how they connect. There's little boards in here and they just kind of fit right in. And this is like where the inputs are, like the charging and the audio. And then I think the brains are in this piece right here. Put this mesh coating down so you can see it. No, I'm ripping it. No. Okay, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I gotta leave it like that. But yeah, power button, Bluetooth button right there. So yeah, it's safe to say that my Megaboom LE is kind of destroyed, but still functional. Like if I were to reattach these boards, put the battery back in, it'll work perfectly fine, except just the one speaker's not gonna work because it's busted. So yeah, I'm actually gonna put in the effort to fix this thing. I'm gonna order a new battery while I'm at it, just so it has, a fresh lithium ion battery, brand new tweeter, and I'm gonna get 2 of these just to be safe because, if one of them blows out, then I'm almost willing to bet that the other one's gonna blow out very shortly after. I'm contemplating getting like additional parts for the subs. I don't know, the subs seem like they're working. It's just this single speaker that stopped working. I cannot believe it. It was such a buzzkill. Regardless, I took this one to the pool anyways. It did the job just fine, It's a speaker. It speaks. Plays audio. It's sad because they're really trying hard to phase these out. It makes sense. Obviously, it's the first generation speaker, but it was the best one they ever made. In fact, this one was more expensive, and the newer replacement version was less expensive. Like I said, newer isn't always better. I think this retailed for $400, and then this one's $300. But yeah, these speakers, even the new ones, the old ones, the smaller versions of these, they have the regular UE Boom. They're pretty amazing with what they can do. I think the key feature is they can pair with up to 150 other speakers, and not just this type too. Like obviously you can pair these two. I think it's called the Mega Blast. There's like so many variations of them now. I haven't been keeping up, but it used to just be Boom and Megaboom, and then years later they came out with all these newer ones, and I've lost touch. But what's crazy too is that they released a megaphone feature on here. So like you can use your phone to make announcements. Like if you're at a party and you're using these to drive your party, you can actually open the app on your phone, enable the megaphone mode, and it will use your phone as a speaker. There's like a 0.5 second delay, so obviously it's not ideal, but for the fact that it can do that, that's pretty damn cool. Something that they took away they didn't necessarily take it away, they just kind of redesigned it. With this one, it had the ability where you could just go ahead and tap it, and then it would like either pause or it would change the song. But now they just replaced it with this circle button, so like you push it, play, pause, double tap, it skips, and then press and hold, it like recalls a favorite playlist that you define in the app, and it'll automatically start your preferred music service like Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. But I liked the tap feature on this one. I thought it was so much better. I just think that this one was a better speaker, and this was such a downgrade when they released this one. Now, these are very pricey. I will admit I did not pay full price for these. I used to be an employee at an Apple retail store, and Apple used to sell these in their retail stores, so we would get significant discounts on them. That's the only reason I got them. But these things basically were the centerpiece of my early 20s when I would hang out with my friends, going to the beach, going to the pool, just like hanging out with them in general. Like sometimes we would rent an Airbnb, and we would set up a bunch of these all around the house. Like my friends had these too. So like we would just pair all of them together. We had 7 of them connected at once and just blasting music through the house, which was amazing. It's like literally multi-room audio on the go. And I will admit, it's not perfect, but for what it was pretty damn convenient. Now, I mentioned before that I would take these in the shower, and I would like quite literally take them inside of the shower with me because I didn't really care if they got wet. I mean, I didn't soak them in the water, but I just put them far away enough from the water stream so that maybe they just encountered a little bit of light splashing. But I mean, hey, any other speaker, you wouldn't be able to do that. It would degrade it so quick. Not these guys. These guys are robust. But ever since I worked for Apple, I have since upgraded the means of audio in my house. No longer do I use Bluetooth speakers. I simply use AirPlay. It's just super easy, super convenient, not having to worry about, are the speakers charged? Are they turned on? Is my Bluetooth turned on my phone? Like, I mean, that's totally doable, like if I'm taking these speakers somewhere. But when I'm in my home, I just want like quick access. AirPlay gives me that convenience. So throughout my house, I have AirPlay enabled devices, like this one right here. This is a very small version of it. It does not sound anywhere near as great as this one does, in all honesty, but for the size, it actually sounds pretty good. This packs a surprising amount of bass. And for those of you that don't know, this is the Apple HomePod Mini. This was the regular HomePod replacement because supposedly at the time, Apple wasn't selling enough of the big HomePods, or people didn't want to buy them because of the expensive price tag. They just didn't see it worth it. Whereas this one was just $99. For me, I got it for like 70 bucks. So I've got like maybe 4 of these in my house, as well as some other dedicated devices like an Apple TV that hooks up to my sound system, so that counts as an AirPlay speaker. I also have an Airport Express here in my office that connects to an amplifier that powers a subwoofer and 2 speakers that sit on my desk. And I also have a Sonos soundbar in my master bedroom, which Sonos products natively support Apple AirPlay. And it is probably the easiest and cost-effective solution for obtaining multi-room audio in your home. Because back in the day, something like that would cost thousands and thousands of dollars, like probably tens of thousands of dollars, because you would need an amplifier, you would need an audio matrix, you would need a whole bunch of things, and you would also need a dedicated spot in your house to host all of this equipment, as well as wires that run through your house to connect all of these speakers. It was not easy. And sure, yeah, Sonos did exist back then, but Sonos was also very expensive, like more expensive than these products, and Sonos is still more expensive than these. And just to show you how easy this is, like I have the AirPlay menu pulled up, it already sees the speaker. It's this one right here that says master. It's just as simple as clicking on it, and then you're done, and then you simply play your audio content. No, wrong channel! There we go, that's better. I know technically I'm allowed to use that song, but oh. What the heck? Did I seriously push that by accident? Yeah, Anyways, I was gonna say, technically I'm allowed to use that song, but I mean, I cannot copy the great and wonderful Dank Pods. I could never live up to the greatness that he is. But yeah, and just to show you how easy it is to start multi-room audio, so right now I only have it playing here. My stereo is over to my right here, so all I gotta do is just click on this little AirPlay symbol down here. It's just as simple as clicking this button right here. Shows a little checkbox next to it when it activates. And there it is. Turn that down. You can hear it coming from here. Turn that down, and then turn this up. Oh, it's kind of hard to do this. There we go. And yeah, this is an Airport Express 2nd generation that is currently connected to these speakers. It's a shame Apple discontinued them. I mean, it makes sense they discontinued their whole Wi-Fi lineup of products, but they managed to release an update for the Airport Express 2nd generation so that it would support AirPlay 2, so that you would have this ability to perform multi-room audio. Because I'll be honest, if this didn't exist, if this feature was not available on the Airport Express, then I would probably have to shell out $500 for something like a Sonos port, or maybe make my own Raspberry Pi version. But even then, I tried that. The Raspberry Pi version is nowhere near as reliable, nowhere near as robust. It's just, you know, when you pay the money, you get what you pay for. But yeah, it's that easy. And I have done this with probably more than 30 speakers simultaneously, not here at my house because I've got a small house. On a client's property, I was able to test AirPlay with more than 30 devices selected. I think once you pass 30, then it starts to give an error. But yeah, it worked. And the majority of those speakers were on Wi-Fi, just to prove how robust it really is. But that's the other thing too, you do have to have good Wi-Fi. If you don't, it may still work, but it might be a lackluster experience. It might be slow to start playing music. It might not properly link with the other speakers. There might be a delay. There might be a timing issue. So things like that actually matter. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm thinking maybe once I get the replacement parts for my UV Megaboom, maybe I'll make a video of me trying to fix that speaker and hopefully salvage the brokenness that it is. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.